Hey guys, welcome
start.
to Face to Face Gaming Podcast number 4. So I'm Thompson.
I'm Alex.
I'm Brennan.
And special guest and hopefully reoccurring guest, we have... Who are you? Maya. Okay, before we get too farther in, I just went to the bathroom and guess what? I didn't wash my hands.
Oh, what is wrong with you?
Lots of
I'm
things.
friends with you.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, okay,
now.
we're good friends, but really? Oh, no! Get away from me.
All right, before we get too sidetracked, tell us a bit about yourself, Maya. Introduce yourself to our non-existent audience.
Okay, well, that takes all the pressure off first of all. So
No pressure.
For that, yeah.
No audience.
My name's Maya. I'm a lady. I play video games.
Excellent.
I do some writing here and there. I am known amongst my friends as a Twitter dragon because I obsessively use it.
Yeah, no.
And I'm very opinionated, and I'm not afraid to voice those opinions. And I think that's pretty much me. Sums it up.
That is a fairly accurate summation of your being as far as I am aware of it, yeah.
I dig it.
Yeah, all right. So, do we want to get into what we've been playing? Do we want to start off there? I don't think we
Actually, let's start off with when we were filming. Because we didn't really hit that last time. So...
Oh, you mean last weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Maya. The Indie Squared review we filmed last weekend for Super Stickman Golf.
Amazing. So I would love to hear about what you have to say. So yeah, go for it.
That was probably the most dangerous thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
You ride a motorcycle. I'm not sure if we go quite that far.
Flaming golf club, motorcycle.
Well, I don't know. Okay, so yes, I do ride a motorcycle, and I go probably faster than I should, but at the same time, it doesn't involve fire coming this close to my face. Actually, the funniest thing, we were going through, or rather, I was going through some of the pictures that we had and everything that, from that day, and there was the one picture of me doing the test run.
Yeah, the best picture of the night.
The best
the
picture.
fireball?
The big fireball. And my favorite part about that is the fact that in every single other shot, I've got my sunglasses on. In this one, where there's a massive fireball inches away from my face, I don't.
No.
Safety first.
Safety.
How this didn't just singe
I was wondering
off,
if
I
did
don't
you singe any of the hair on
understand.
it?
No, it's all here. Even the
Not hard,
the
far enough
long
away.
strand, the really long strand, the single one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God,
I
can't
think
even.
this will probably show up. That.
Yes, that.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. That is.
Fantastic.
And hopefully you don't actually look too closely and notice the jerry can is perhaps closer to the... It's right there.
Is that the jacket?
That's a jerry can. Don't.
Yeah.
Even,
I have a fire extinguisher. So.
No,
I do
you
appreciate.
don't.
No. What I
What do I have
appreciate
in
is
my
the
hand
fire
then?
extinguisher, and then the bottle of water right next to it, as though like.
That'll
yeah.
do anything. Or even if that's the good idea, considering throwing water on gas basically just makes it worse.
But the best part about that whole thing was I can't remember who I was showing that to, but I was showing that picture, and they're like, "Oh yeah, Brennan's got the fire extinguisher." No, that's a bottle of kerosene.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, that's lighter fluid. We experimented with a couple different accelerants before we got to the final, just straight gas.
That was so fantastic. I mean,
Yeah.
it's really a miracle that we didn't burn ourselves all.
It's a miracle Dean is going to let us back sometime.
Oh, he found it highly entertaining.
I think he would have been even happier had we set ourselves on fire.
Oh, without a
He is
doubt,
the kind of person that would enjoy that immensely.
But I mean, like that.
Oh, God.
Oh,
So how's it going, Thompson?
fire's gone.
Yeah, no, it's... Yeah.
Forgot computers have batteries.
Oh,
Nice.
We're good. I saved it.
yeah, that would have been an awkward 45 minutes of crap, where'd you go, crap, where'd you go, crap, where'd you go.
Yeah, and setting everything up and talking about everything again.
Yeah.
But
No, that was a lot of fun. That is probably the most fun I've had, certainly filming anything we've done.
And the best part is that, while that's the most dangerous thing we've done that time, we've got so many more dangerous things that we want to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, that's probably going to be just nothing.
No.
It's
Yeah.
possible we need to get a safety officer or some, blast shields or something.
It'll be
right.
fine. I
yeah.
will just play this exact moment at all your funerals.
When we all explode.
Hopefully, actually, we'll have footage of whatever terrible accident occurs.
We will.
And then we can actually just put this, right before the footage. And we just play it out.
Me going, it'll be
OG.
fine, and then it's like hard cut straight to the horrific accident. that we've
Alan
induced,
Thompson
yeah.
flying across the screen.
And then another hard cut to the ambulance showing up, another hard cut to the wake.
Well,
Yeah,
you
that'll
see,
be
the,
great.
the best part is, since we're using GoPros for everything, is the fact that it's in that rugged little case. So it's going to be like, boom, and then it's going to be knocked on its side, and everyone's running and screaming.
And then, yeah, hopefully it'll actually be knocked slightly out of frame, and then we just get a dismembered arm that lands in front of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly,
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Yes, exactly.
If nothing else.
Coming soon to you.
My God, the views we get.
But yeah, so
Yeah, and on the subject of filming, I mean, just to go into a bit more detail of our process or lack thereof, I mean,
Of mine?
no,
Or the whole thing?
the whole thing. I mean,
Okay.
almost every piece of that was set up on site.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that door gag we had was just something we did at the spur of the moment.
Dean had a
because
door.
Dean had a door.
yeah, and thankfully Dean is skilled with all sorts of tools, unlike me.
Yeah.
So he's like, well, I'll just make a frame.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah, done.
Yeah.
if he built that entire framework in the background,
That's
that you see.
amazing.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he is a contractor.
And then it's like, okay, so we want to light things on fire. We got some gasoline. Well, we got some kerosene too.
Kerosene.
Or even that bloody golf mat.
Yeah.
He just had that lying around in a trailer.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. No, you guys. Well, that's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remind me when I visit to get insurance.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Travel insurance.
Travel insurance,
Does that fall under
possibly make
travel?
sure your will's up to date. And,
And yeah, I will definitely. I'll have to make sure that you guys don't. I don't bring it with me so that you don't just put cross out everybody's name under Lego. And put your own.
yeah, just say goodbye to your loved ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Who gets the Lego?
And it hasn't been shown yet because it's not going to be up for another couple of weeks, but we filmed a second Indie Squared review the same day.
Yeah.
We're not going to give too many spoilers, but the same thing is there was a bunch of jokes that we came up with just on site, and just because
Yeah.
Dean had a couple trailers lying around. If you saw that camo toe, yeah, we got a couple of good
Terrible pun, but it's so funny.
we got a couple of good frames with that.
All right, sweet. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
I had to explain that to Athena. It was like, yeah, so it's camo, and you tow it.
So I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she wasn't.
I think we got it.
That's the
Yeah.
level of humor Dean subscribes to.
But it was fantastic.
Yeah, no, it worked out.
But yeah, and I'll say that the GoPro footage from that one too is so sweet.
I don't think you've seen that yet, Maya. We'll share
No,
it.
I haven't. You have to show me.
We'll,
Oh,
we'll,
yeah.
we'll leave the audience a Twitter.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, anything else you want to talk about that?
So we got a couple Let's Plays coming out.
We do.
Yeah.
Those are slightly less interesting to.
Well, I don't know. I was talking.
Basically, the stories that come from those are just us yelling at each other and
Yeah.
Oh,
probably.
that's the best, though.
Exactly.
I mean,
Ruining
if you
friendships.
can't blow stuff up, you may as well just call each other horrible names.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
No, we usually don't talk for a day or two after those.
Yeah.
The best part about that one though is that we got Athena and my wife, and I'm watching the video with her, and I'm laughing, and she's like, "Why are you laughing?" I was like, "Some of the stuff you're saying," and she's like, "What?" Like almost getting offended. Like, no, seriously, listen to yourself. And it's like, I gotta rock. Look at me, I gotta rock. And it's funny as hell.
She's a New Zealand version of Gurr sometimes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
she
it.
has a Gurr shirt.
That's very cute.
I made
like
her a
it.
Gurr shirt.
All right.
seen that.
No, those were a lot of fun to do. We should probably do more of them.
And
Which Let's Play are you releasing? When
I'm gonna go through the Splunky stuff first.
Yeah.
Flunky first. Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be a weekly thing, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm aiming to have
You're
that
gonna-
out every Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you guys doing your daily challenges?
I did
have been.
I did actually my first one today. I've played 2.5 hours of games since last Sunday when we filmed those.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a decompression week for me. I haven't touched my computer very much.
So that was your first daily?
That was my first time running through a daily. Yeah.
You gotta.
I didn't get it past 1-1. I missed time to jump into some spikes. In my defense, I immediately reloaded back into one of the normal seeds and got to like 1-4.
Sure. Yeah, but the point is,
I have no
daily
video
challenge, you
footage
can't
of
do
that, and I
so-
can't show
Yeah.
a leaderboard, but that's the point.
Shutter doesn't have it.
Well, my favorite is looking at the friends list and looking at us. We're okay, and then
I got like 3,000s once.
yeah, exactly. Well, and then like Matt, he's 60.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Like what the hell? like
Well, the people above him just like double his score
Yeah.
too.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's just like exponentially.
There's
Yeah.
hard caps in these. It's not a linear scale.
No, not
No.
at all. Yeah, for sure.
yeah. So it's like, oh, how the hell are we gonna compete? I have no idea. But
You just get better eventually, I guess. That or you like
you fail less.
or you dedicate yourself to making really hard games, and then apparently you get good at it.
Apparently, yeah.
That's how he does it. So.
But oh man, that game.
I gotta ask Maya, what do you go through for what if you're playing Spelunky? Do you go for the co-op, the deathmatch, or do you go for just the normal?
Just normal, but but really that game is a game where I sit by myself and try not to show anybody else how frustrated and angry I am currently with it. Like it's one of those games that I have to like close the door and play and pretend like no one else is around. Otherwise, I get performance anxiety, and then I make some retarded mistake and then get really upset with yourself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Been there, done that.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, it's in the second video that's going to come out on Thursday, but there's this beautiful scene where the four of us are alive somehow.
Yeah, we started off in co-op, which
Yeah.
is a terrible idea.
Oh my
turns
god,
out.
it's so hard. But so we're all alive and everything's great, and you're the leader for some reason.
Because I had a mustache.
You're a terrible person. But he jumps off, hits some spikes.
Of
and
course.
dies. It's like, okay, great, and is moving on, and then it went to Athena, and then Athena fell down, and he died, and they're just like, okay, next one, and it's like, oh my god, we're all gonna cycle through and die on this one spot.
Then our ghost started killing each
One person left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Actually, that's what happened. It was like, okay, we made it through the level, one person was dead, and 3 were alive, everything was great, and then the next level, 1 person was alive, and 3 people were dead, and it completely swapped. Like, I came back to life, everybody else died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where we, for instance, we weren't quite aware that ropes actually do damage.
Yeah.
So we were all stacked on top of each other.
Yeah, we're all standing in the same spot, like, okay,
And then, it immediately went downhill from there. Or we weren't quite aware of the fact that ghosts could blow. And, for instance, that interacts with characters.
like the shopkeeper.
Yeah.
The shop.
Oh, you didn't know about the shopkeeper. Oh, I remember my first experience in the shop.
Yeah. And then, of course, immediately the first ghost blows somebody else off an edge into some spikes.
Yeah.
And then it quickly just degenerates into who's going to die next.
I think I'm probably fun to play multiplayer with those things, if only like co-op with those things, if only because I like the things that come out of my mouth. Like
Yeah.
I'm usually kind of like a sweet person,
Yeah.
or so I've been told.
Oh yeah.
And I
that's
play those
excellent.
kinds of games, and I'm not
You
a
get
very
so
sweet person.
angry.
Like you should hear me play Pikmin. Like I swear all the time in Pikmin, like Spelunky.
That's an interesting juxtaposition, considering it is one of probably, the most cute and child-friendly games on
Yeah,
TV right now.
no. But when those Pikmin don't go where I fucking tell them to, Jesus.
It's just horrible whistling noises and cursing.
No, they deserve to be eaten.
Yeah.
Those ones that didn't do what I told them to.
Although-
they deserve to die.
I'll admit it, the first time I saw that, like, the end of the level, or the end of the day, rather, and all the Pikmin coming out, and it's like, oh...
Well, because you leave them behind by accident,
Yeah.
and then if you don't bring them with you, then they just get eaten by those weird little... Yeah, it's good.
But it's, like, sadistic. It's like, okay, they're dead now. Like, you see them die in front of you.
Yeah,
Like,
you sure do.
this is a kid's game. What the fuck?
Good old Nintendo.
Don't get me wrong, I'm incredibly impressed, but... seriously.
Yeah.
All right.
But, yeah, that's all I've got on. I got to
Alright.
talk about that. Actually... I will say the other day, so a patch for Payday 2 came out. No big deal,
Which I have, by the way. We should play sometime.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So
Yeah.
much yes.
Bring
Yeah,
it.
we could do
Bring
that.
it. Bring it.
Oh god, yeah, I love that game. But when was it? I don't know. The other night, I got home and I was like, okay, long day. I would just want to relax, unwind a little bit. I'm like, yes, I got my computer on. I'm gonna play some Payday 2, 900 meg patch. Yes, I'm gonna play some Spelunky. It's like immediately, like, well, go back to the fallback and play some Spelunky and die again.
Oh, actually, I should mention before I forget totally. Hey, folks, it's August the 18th, 2013.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we
we're
really gotta
really
start
bad
doing
for
that.
telling people when we're recording this. But yeah, Payday 2, fantastic game.
Oh,
I had
God.
so much fun in the beta.
I'm so
I've
glad
played
that's
45 minutes of it since it came out.
I've played, I don't know, about an hour or so, and I really wish I could be playing more. Like, that game is amazing.
Yeah, it turns out that once you actually start, trying to do video game stuff for quote unquote a living, you don't actually get a lot of time to play video games anymore.
No, you don't. Yeah, I know that feeling. Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm super happy, but it's like, I want to play some games.
Yeah.
I spend, 8 hours a day working to spend another 8 hours a night trying to figure out how to make this work for, the next 3 months.
Yeah, no kidding.
40 hours a week to spend 40 hours a week. It's
Exactly.
It's a good time. But enough bitching.
There's never enough bitching, man.
Well, enough bitching about that.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I guess the next topic we could possibly move on to is what I've been doing all week that's preventing me from playing games, which is trying desperately to arrange a PAX trip. It turns out that if you want to go to PAX, you should start planning more than 2 weeks before.
Oh, it turns out. Yeah, funny that.
Yeah, it's also a lot cheaper considering I've probably doubled the amount of money I've had to spend.
Yeah.
And sold all your stuff.
I didn't sell all my stuff. I just sold a couple of, okay, they were firearms. I'm not gonna lie.
They were guns.
I am a juxtaposition between the nerdy and the redneck. I own a lot lot of firearms, and I play a lot of video
Super
games.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That
fine.
involve
Those
firearms,
two things
usually,
go
actually.
hand in hand, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
no,
it's, although I think Jack Thompson would argue with you.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, who cares what he thinks?
Nobody, literally. I think that's why they disbarred him. Anyway, but yeah, as of yesterday, I nailed down the last thing, which was
Nice.
I've got confirmed tickets. I've got confirmed passes, bus. I'm going to PAX, ladies and
Did you
gentlemen.
manage to get passes for Saturday, Sunday?
I did.
Oh,
Yeah, my friend Andrew got them for him.
Yeah,
I was
no.
excited about that.
So yeah, thanks again to Maya for she acts as an excellent hub for
I
introductions.
am. It's exactly what I am. I am a bit of a hub in terms of like connecting people, and sometimes I don't even know I do it, and
No,
then
and-
it
and-
happens, and I'm like, oh, good, I'm glad.
This happened completely incidentally to you, but I would not have met him, or I would not be in contact with Andrew were it not for first getting in contact with you.
Yeah, cool.
So I'm super, super, super stoked.
Yeah, as
Well-
you should be.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a lot on your plate. I'm gonna have to introduce you to some really cool people and take you to some neat stuff, and then you're gonna have to do some reporting. Like
Yeah,
there's gonna
no,
have to be quite a bit of reporting. So we're gonna have to get you in on a few into some appointments and that kind of thing. I know
don't
you've
know.
just got day passes, but I could probably sneak you into media. Let's try it. Let's figure it out. Let's figure this out.
What
we can
is
do this.
the worst that could happen?
Oh, famous last
Actually,
words.
legitimately, it might turn out that I've got spare passes for Saturday and Sunday, so even if I get the first set removed, I'm
Oh
coming back
yeah,
in.
we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Yeah.
This podcast is on the internet.
Who the fuck's gonna watch this, honestly?
Simon?
Simon.
Okay, yes, our friend Simon is gonna watch this.
My friends will watch it, but it's okay. We'll figure it out.
Excellent. Yeah, I don't know. I'll drag me. I will hang on to your coattails all weekend. I'll feel bad.
Yeah.
about it, but
Let's
God,
figure it out. I love that. So.
I don't know how to be a journalist because God knows I'm not. But hey, I can pretend. I've got equipment that makes me look professional.
Yes?
That's just it too. Is it's not about well, everybody's really friendly at PAX, and to get a moment talking to someone isn't that bad. And
Yeah.
to as long as you're really willing to approach people, and even if you don't, just reporting on everything you see is really cool.
No,
Exactly.
There's so much going on.
Like those really shitty videos I put up on RTX.
I planned on showing you up. Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, you should.
every night. I'm bringing.
Also, you should cover the entire mega indie booth. Because
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a lot of time in there.
I'm actually choked that I won't have more time to spend on the floor this year because it looks so good. Everybody looks amazing, and the booth looks incredible. And I'm really looking forward to sort of sneaking away because where my booth is, I'm at an exit, and then indie booth is all the way down the hall from me at the other exit, so I can just beeline straight down. What
Nice.
I'm really looking for, what I need is bucking Bronco from Bioshock Infinite, just right down the hall and then run and then yeah.
Or the Blink from Dishonored. Yeah, there's a great.
Yeah,
mini-
that,
Exactly. Well,
I'll
actually,
tank it. I'll just
Yeah,
run
Yeah.
through. Just
Put your head down and
can you tell
charge.
people
Yeah.
what you're gonna be doing at PAX?
yeah. I'm with the Twisted Pixel booth, so I work with them at PAX's, and we are this time showcasing the new game that Twisted Pixel is
Yeah.
is publishing for Xbox One, which is Loco Cycle, which will be really fun. It's kind of like a mix of a bunch of different genres put together, like in shooter slash kind of button mashing platformer silliness. Like, and Twisted Pixel makes silly games to begin with. Like, they're all about having fun with like a high difficulty factor, right?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
They're kind of like less like, or either very skill based like Spelunky in my opinion. So it's like Explosion Man is actually really fucking hard.
Yeah.
But still fun even if you suck at it, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, there we go. That's
It's right
that.
there.
Yeah.
We will be at PAX. And an Xbox One launch title, and I cannot reveal whether it's going to be playable or not.
Swap it.
Swap what?
That.
We're good. What were we talking about? What did I fail at? Oh, that. Yeah. Hey,
Much
it's
as
you
I'd
again.
like to look at myself for the next.
Don't get me wrong, I'm incredibly narcissistic now.
I think
But-
it's fair to say we all like ourselves more than we like each other.
I don't know. I think everybody likes themselves a little bit more than you like most other people. I think so.
I'm using
Here,
him for
I
his
could-
body. I'm using him for his talents.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I've had myself up on the screen the entire time. You guys aren't on the screen.
Nice.
Touche.
I'm not gonna lie. When we got the footage from the GoPro and we started looking at the golf shots, and I got that freeze frame of the phone starting to split.
Yeah.
Yeah, the second I put that on my background on the computer, I'm just like,
Man, I am
That's
so
awesome.
awesome.
I'm so cool. Yeah, no, that's a great. I remember lying in bed. You sent that to me, and it was on my phone. And I was like, I can't be seeing this right. So we like loaded it on my computer, and I'm like, I am seeing this right. It's amazing.
it's incredible.
There's so many things happening in these pictures.
I'm not gonna lie. I also watched the GoPro footage like closer and had I've got it all in slow mo and everything, and I'm like looking at myself getting ready for the swing, and then I get ready for the swing and like my forearm and everything starts flexing. I'm like, oh, that's awesome.
God, I would so have sex with me right now.
It's like, well, I've got to go.
Well, actually, just the slow-mo shot from that video is one of my favorite shots we've done. Just it's the perfect kind of melding of background, foreground, and just payoff,
Yeah.
because you've got you on the side just doing
Yeah.
the tee off. You
Yeah.
got me in the background just kind
the
of
boom,
Yeah,
like
I don't
The boom.
I don't know why I was doing that, but yeah, just basically the press of the boom up and
Yeah.
over to get that ready as you tee off,
Yeah,
and then just
you got
the
John
payoff.
with the camera. You got Dean in the background, like way in the background. You're just sitting there, just watching,
Yeah.
crossed armed.
So good.
Oh God, I love that.
Anyway, though, that's,
So yeah, no, let's. I mean, PAX.
yeah, no, well, I don't know. I should make some kind of plans. We should do something at PAX.
You should
We'll
do all
figure
of
it out. I
Yeah.
will let you know closer to it what my schedule's like, and then we will sort of.
Yeah. Give
Yeah,
me
figure
5
it
minutes
out.
somewhere, I'll make the internet famous.
And then, we'll see. As for games at PAX, there's so much going on, but I want to know what you guys are playing right now, other than Spelunky.
Spelunky.
Well, let's do this round table, Thompson.
Shit, Spelunky.
All right.
Well, okay, so that's what I'm playing right now, just because it's been rather crazy over the last little while. I want Saints Row 4, but I'm not going to get into it for a little while, just because I'm
Reloaded it already.
so jealous.
I won't be able to play it until later in the week. Stupid external activities.
You and your life.
Yeah, I
And your responsibilities.
Yeah, screw that. But yeah, once again, Europa Universalis 4, I want it, but I don't have the time because that game
What, you
is...
mean you don't have 80 hours a week to devote to that?
Exactly. My point exactly. That game is all-encompassing. Nice synchronized drinking, that's going in for sure when I cut that. Oh, yes, Dive Kick. Dive Kick comes
yeah.
out
Yeah,
in a couple days or minus several on whenever you guys watch this.
Well, we've got the ability to, in theory, capture footage from a console.
Yes, we do.
We should totally do
We
something
have the
there.
hardware to do that, and we're going to have a tournament on that.
Thanks, Kijiji.
We're going to have a tournament on that game, and it's going to be fantastic. That game is amazing. Yeah.
Well, Brennan, let's screw this round table idea because I just realized I hadn't actually prepared sufficiently for this. What are you looking forward to?
Honestly,
playing?
I am not the right person to ask because I've been broke ass for the last little bit. I spent a lot of money on Grey Cup tickets.
Oh,
I did not know you bought those.
Yeah, I bought them off
Who
Simon.
goes to Grey Cup?
It's in Regina.
we're in Saskatchewan. Unfortunately, it's like
It's the only
Kool-Aid.
thing you have. I got it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, without a doubt. You can watch the blades.
Oil sands? No.
No. Well, yes.
Alcohol. We have alcohol.
We've got alcohol. We've got the pill. We've got the Great West.
A relatively high suicide rate, which
I don't-
might have something to do with everything
some of the
else.
highest crime rates
Yeah,
in
actually,
Canada.
I think somehow some of these things are related.
Yeah.
We have the highest crime rate in Canada.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That makes me really sad.
Per capita. Per
There was
capita.
somewhere in
Oh, per
Manitoba
capita.
that beat
Per
us, I thought.
capita, yeah.
Oh yeah, there was like Brandon.
Yeah, I think it's Brandon now, but yeah.
Brandon,
not number
Manitoba,
one.
really?
I think
Yeah,
so.
it's somewhere in Manitoba.
So
It's
sad.
you're gonna get
I
stabbed.
know.
I think Thunder Bay used to be up there too.
Yeah,
Oh, without a doubt. Like
Yeah.
that, Northern Ontario for sure.
Yeah. And
Yeah, we're bad.
for the American
Awful there.
listeners that we don't have, this is going to be incredibly entertaining.
Yeah, no
confusing as hell.
Because the best part about all this crime that's happening, it's all like breaking into cars. It's
A minuscule crime compared
Yeah.
to what they
Yeah.
have in the States.
oh yeah, totally. Because it's like knife violence. I swear there was one guy that I knew who was walking down the street and somebody was leaning out of a car, like going with a knife. Like he just kind of stepped back.
he was like swiping at people on the sidewalk.
Yeah, it was like a drive-by knifing.
I don't think
And he just kind of, like I said, he just went, and they just drove by. Like, yeah.
that is both really sad and kind of scary.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you
As
haven't
for
played
games,
much? Yeah.
honestly, all I've been playing the last little bit is games I already had. So Spelunky, I played some more
saw-
Crusader Kings.
I saw you've been doing the dailies too.
Yeah, I've been doing the dailies. Still been playing a ton of Dota, but
yeah,
yeah,
He
it's-
loves,
I love
that's
Dota.
his thing.
MOBAs are my thing.
So are you Dota 2 or LoL?
Dota 2, I play both, but
How many? Just guess how many hours you got into LoL at this point?
into LoL?
Yes.
Oh god.
Because we started playing that.
I played it at release.
Yeah,
I've been playing since release.
we moved into this place 3-4 years ago now, and you've been playing
Yeah.
since then, at least.
Yeah. And usually, I don't know, a couple games during the week and more than that on the weekends. So do the math. An hour a game.
A great many games.
Hell, I already have like 35 hours in Dota.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Steam's terrible for that. Just the ability to track your games.
And like he installed it recently.
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah, there was a segment we wanted to do because I'm a lapsed LoL player. You're a fairly recent LoL player.
Yeah, like I'm
we've got a
level
bunch
12?
of guys who play LoL, and I wanted to do just a series of just take a bunch of guys from LoL and throw them into Dota cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to see what happens. Unfortunately, it turns out it's rather difficult to try and schedule
Book 6 people at once.
6 people
yeah.
for,
So that would be fun to do. One time, my friend and I entered a LoL tournament,
Yeah.
having never played LoL.
Oh no way.
And we entered on the same computer. He was on keyboard and I was on mouse.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Yes. Oh, that's awesome.
I can't imagine that worked well.
So it was fine. It was really fun.
Oh, no kidding. That would be awesome to do.
It was really fun. Yeah. We should do something like that sometime. Something ridiculous. It's pretty fun.
No kidding.
Yeah, no, I want to film all the things with all the people.
Ah, bug. There's a bug.
Are you sure?
God, you're
You don't like bugs,
pansy.
huh? You a little
Yeah.
squeamish? I've got a really big spider outside. Like, we're talking
No.
huge. Like, it's on the deck, and it's like this big. And
No.
I'm really excited about
No,
it. I'm
that's
gonna
just-
take pictures of it later. I've named him. His name's Gizmo. He's
Nice.
mine. He's my
Gizmo the
buddy.
spider.
But I will say repeatedly and loudly, no.
No spiders.
Do not want.
I'm totally buying the spiders.
God, man. It's like
I love spiders.
it's
They're
like
the
I,
best.
I was talking to Athena, and like I have this hate on for Australia, like just for the fact
That you're racist?
no, it's spiders, man. These big ass spiders that are trying to kill you, and they hide behind clocks, and they're in the house, and they're in your shoes.
in Australia
and
they're
they're
trying to kill you. It's the little ones that you have to worry about.
they're scary. All of them are scary. They're terrible things.
Yeah, no, Australia is a really scary place in general for bugs.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Bugs,
I won't say that I
mammals,
love every bug.
reptiles.
It doesn't matter.
people.
Everything in Australia
people
is
are
trying
fine.
to kill you at some point. Right?
The people aren't scary. It's mostly just they're surprisingly conservative. At least as far as video games go.
but-
Anyway,
Regardless of that, it's the bugs, man. Like I just no.
You can never
I'm
go
a
camping.
massive pansy. We've been over this.
Oh, so cute.
You know,
what a
video-
little cutie Thompson.
But you know the video games that have bugs? XCOM, the Bureau, something classified.
PDF.
Nice segue.
Also,
Yeah,
I was
nice
trying
segue.
to. My God, I was trying. But thanks for calling attention to it, because that was a game I'm possibly looking forward to. I haven't read many of the
Oh,
reviews
okay.
yet, but
Has it come out yet?
Yeah,
No.
maybe no.
No.
Soon?
No,
yeah.
Bureau's not
Tuesday.
out yet.
No.
But
Tuesday.
Choose. Oh, right. Oh God, this month.
XCOM's just so good, and Bureau is like looks really fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I liked the combat in Mass Effect, or at least Mass Effect 3 and 2, less
Yeah.
so in 1. So I'm happy to go for more of that.
The combat in Mass Effect 1 is unplayable. Like I went back
Yeah,
and tried to replay
no.
it, and it's like
No.
it's the mechanics are impossible. It's
No,
horrible.
I tried to go back and
Also,
play
if I have to hear enemies everywhere one more time, I swear to God, I'm just going to shoot my screen. Enemies everywhere. Where are they, AI?
Doesn't help me.
I feel like they might be somewhere on my screen. Everywhere.
You know,
Thanks for being
I gotta say
specific.
that as much as everyone, hates on Call of Duty now, the voice work that they had as far as, pointing out, like, the AIs being like, okay, he's behind the red car. Like,
Yeah.
Because
I'm
they were
behind the red
trying to be-
car.
that's what they were going for. Yeah, they
Yeah.
were trying to be tactical, right?
I mean,
So,
people hate Call of Duty almost more because of what it represents and who plays it rather than what it actually is.
oh, without a doubt.
way more because of who plays it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've got like 1,000 hours in Call of Duty.
Yeah, but you're not a 13-year-old screaming obscenities at me and my mother. So
You're a wonderful lady.
thank you.
Are you
Wait,
sure?
you've never said that before.
Like if I just pin the hair back and
If I shaved, I mean,
yeah, we could
You look
probably
like
pull
Yoko
off
Ono
two
if you shave.
13-year-olds like playing Call of Duty. I think we could do it.
There you go.
Two 13-year-old boys, yeah.
Yeah.
just go through the rest of the podcast like this.
But anyway, so you've been playing. What else have you been playing?
Oh,
you, didn't prepare you must have been playing something.
Yeah.
Shit.
Aren't
Some.
you?
Admittedly, the game,
Aren't you?
the game of note this week specifically was Gone Home, and the term "game" is almost inappropriate to use for that.
Yeah, that's the one where you just wander around the house looking for clues, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to go into too much detail because I know you specifically, Maya, should play that, and I know you two
Yeah.
should play it
Yeah.
too.
I was going to go la 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 into the mic, but
Yeah. No, it's not. It's unlike anything I've played before, honestly.
Yeah.
That might speak more towards the kind of games I've played previously. I mean, it wasn't until this year, basically, that I became anything more than. I played the mainstream titles. I didn't venture too far off the beaten path.
you own 307. You own 398 games.
403 right now, I think,
You
on
own
Steam.
403 games. How are you not exploratory?
Okay.
Well, now, right? I mean, it's a difference
Yeah.
between
Yeah.
what you buy and what you play. I'm really bad for buying a game on launch and then never playing it, or
Steam
supporting
sales.
supporting an indie game and then
Yeah.
Yeah,
literally never playing it. Like I just don't have time.
yeah,
So I get that. I won't pin you to the wall there, Alex.
yeah. No, I do understand. I mean, we've only got so much time in a week, and
Yeah.
you need to devote so much to getting paid and so much to sleep.
Well, honestly, I almost regret having done that so far because there's a shit ton of games out there
There's
that
an
are
amazing
really
amount
amazing.
of games.
I
Amazing
mean,
amount.
just since the Steam sale, I've ran through, I don't know, 6 or 8 different indie games, all of which were really, really, really good.
Yeah.
I mean, Gunpoint.
It's an interesting time in indie games for sure. I think.
Absolutely.
Well, with more and more, big dev names just leaving AAA studios. I mean,
Yeah.
people are just leaving in droves from
Yeah.
people like THQ doesn't exist anymore, so that's a bad example. But
Yeah.
Yeah, just in general though, I think a lot of people are looking to design what they want to design as opposed to what
Gone
is being
Home's
told.
Gone Home's a perfect example of that. I mean, the lead dev is somebody who worked on Minerva's Den from the DLC from BioShock 2.
Yeah.
I believe he did some work for Infinite, and I believe he may have done. I don't think he worked on BioShock 1, but that's
Yeah.
not the point. But
No, but it's someone who's worked on some big games.
yeah, and actually, I believe there's a quote out there saying that the reason he left to go make Gone Home is because he wanted to make a game that meant as much to him as BioShock meant to Ken Levine.
Cool.
Yeah, it's inspiring when you see someone make the thing that they want to make, right? And you
Yeah.
decide that's what you want to do with your life. And I think that what's really cool is that there's a culture now to facilitate it. Like 10 years ago, there wasn't that. we didn't have that same sort of support from.
Well, the infrastructure wasn't in place for the distribution of those kind of games.
Not just the infrastructure, but like the support. I suppose, the infrastructure, which would then market to like everyone. It wasn't as accessible, right? So now we're able to see, even if you have no way of marketing yourself,
the ecosystem, let's say.
Yeah, and word of mouth is just incredible right now.
I mean, the rise of social media, for all its ills, has created just an avenue or an outlet for the distribution and just the ability to raise awareness far beyond anything that had existed previously. I mean,
totally.
You hear the horror stories.
When we were growing up, there was like magazines, and that's it, right? I mean, we didn't really have, there wasn't even really, I mean, there were a couple TV shows, like I'm sure in Canada we had like Video in Arcade Top 10, and like, you know, like these little games that YTV maybe produced, but we didn't have really anything major, and like, and then even then it was just Nintendo. I mean, like, who else was,
even 2 or 3 years ago, you heard. Should I ask?
Okay, a car just like these people are trying to back a truck up into their yard, and I think they just like totaled their wall.
Oh dear.
That's good.
That's
really
awesome.
Good. I'm just gonna duck down a little bit so they can't see.
Fair enough.
I don't want to be a witness. Anyway, go ahead.
Decision goes whether or not I cut
What was I about
this.
to say? Oh, yeah. Back to the topic of indie games and their rise of late. Even a couple of years ago, you heard horror stories of people, like, fantastic games just getting buried in the Xbox ghetto. Just games that are totally worth playing, but couldn't, for the life of them, get any attention.
Beyond Good and Evil?
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
Well,
but yeah, I think now, like I said, there's a medium for it. There's definitely the infrastructure to facilitate it, and the technology to make them is it's like massively more available, right? So.
I mean, Unity, the rise of Unity has created something that I hadn't seen previously. I mean, even XNA wasn't to this level of...
Not even close.
Yeah.
So I think, we're at a really interesting turning point. It's the cusp of something.
I'm not going to call it a singularity, but it is...
Yeah, but it's pretty close in terms of not being able to see past it. Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
It's the rise of the indie game. Because, I mean, you look at what we've got on the market right now, and, I mean, how many AAA titles are coming up? Well, maybe not so right now. You got Saints Row, you've got XCOM.
You got Ghosts, because, people are going to buy that.
Yeah, you got Call of Duty Dog. But, I mean... Yeah, exactly. But I mean, you think about that, and then you think about all the amazing indie games that have come out lately, and how like well known they are.
Well, you can go out and advertise on Twitter. You can go on Facebook. You can raise money through Kickstarter. You can you have ways of doing it.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, and like it's big now. I mean, like if you like there's Dive Kick. Like you think of like the titles that are out there. Like if you didn't have what you have now, like with Steam, early access, Greenlight, with what you said, like they would fall under the radar and you wouldn't even know.
You don't need to advertise on TV when you can get just as much exposure going on like Reddit.
Yeah,
more.
Right?
Yeah, actually.
Well, this is something I was actually thinking about earlier, and this is the test I want to run right now. Is let's little roundtable discussion. Your favorite 3 games of the year so far? How about we start with you,
Oh no,
Maya?
I'm screwed.
Or we can come back to you if you don't.
So far.
I think this is going to be telling one way or another. If you don't have them, I can probably start with mine.
Yeah, you should
I
do
would
that.
start with yours. Start with yours.
Gunpoint, which is a little indie game made by... Technically, it's a couple guys, but really it was the brainchild of... not Chris Thurston. It was an well, actually at the time he was a PC Gamer Magazine UK editor.
Okay.
Wrote for them. This is a game he'd been working on for 3 or 4 years in his spare time.
Yeah.
Released it on Steam and elsewhere, and immediately got enough money to never have to, as he put it, I believe he's quit the idea of jobs. And it's a wonderful little game. It's got great humor. It's got great mechanics. It feels good to play. You punch people in the face repeatedly.
That is so a good game.
And pounce on them.
And pounce on them from miles away. Anyway, the next one is Rogue Legacy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Celador Games. That beautiful little rogue light.
I'm sure
Roguelike
that
light?
yeah, roguelite.
And
yeah.
I know we're all familiar with it, certainly.
I think that's on all of our lists.
Yeah, no, it's a great one.
Absolutely.
I dumped 40 hours into that. I beat it twice. New game plus.
And then you died.
And then it turns out it's hell. It
Turns
becomes
evil.
hell. And yeah, I almost didn't get my review up on time for that because I ended up beating the game again.
You're just playing it too much. That's a good reason to not get a review of. So
No kidding.
And then the third one is Gone Home, which is fresh this week, but has not left my mind since I finished playing it. It is, I can't go into too much detail, but it is unlike anything I've played so far.
Yep.
That and basically it's often been put on the same pedestal as games like Journey and the recent Brothers, Tale of Two Sons, games that for lack of a better term are called games, but
They don't have this usual game.
well,
aspect.
yeah, they are not a Skinner
stories.
machine. They
They're
are not
stories.
meant for the immediate.
Well, there's no there's less combat in the legs.
No
right?
combat.
Yeah.
No high scores.
Yeah. It's meant to be done as an experience rather than
which is fantastic. It's totally my style of game. Sword and Sorcery is one of my favorite games. Well,
Yes.
I bought the iPad because of Sword and Sorcery, and that's the same type of thing. It's an explore. You're more of exploring like a beautiful painting than you are really playing a game.
Yeah. The pixel art in that is fantastic. The soundtrack's bloody awesome too.
Everything about that game is top notch.
I've
Unbelievable.
probably written 2,000 words to that soundtrack.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Anybody else got something to say on
Well-
the games?
Once again, I mean, I've said it so many times before, but Dive Kick again.
Well, games
Games that are
of
out,
the year, your games of the year so far.
that are out.
Yeah,
or-
that you've played
See,
so far.
he has played.
I
Dive
have
Kick
played Dive
before,
Kick.
Oh, fair enough. Oh, right, Rooster Teeth Expo.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
holy crap, I'm totally into that. Spelunky is definitely on that list.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes something like FTL had it, Rogue Legacy had it, Spelunky has it, where you die and you immediately get back into it and you're just having a good time. Hotline Miami had it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not punishing failure.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
it is, but
It is. But the process is what makes it punishment, right? It's the fact that you have to do so many things to get to that point, and then you die at that point, and then you want to do it again.
Yeah.
So it's funny because it is punishment. It is, but the process is so satisfying, and the want to get it is so far out, vastly outweighs the punishment for dying that you're like, I gotta do this again.
yeah,
So,
exactly.
You don't mind the fact that you died.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Much.
Well, I mean, consider the fact that when we were playing our Let's Play, like we're laughing for the most part the entire time, aside from the fact that we're yelling at each other for reasons. But I mean, like even
Who put that bomb there? Jesus!
was you. Also, one of my favorite lines is from you, but I won't.
No, don't ruin it
Let's
for me. I
play
want to see the Let's Play.
It's so funny. But yeah, so I mean, take for example the fact that I can play Spelunky with Athena, and like we'll get home, and usually we'll have like a stressful day for whatever reasons, and it'll be like, okay, let's watch something on Netflix, let's hang out, let's just zone out, right?
Veg.
Well, lately it's been okay. Let's get home. We had a rough date. Let's play some Spelunky. Like, what? I mean, she's not a gamer. She's not at all. And for her to be like, okay, let's play this game. I'm like, there's only been several games that she's ever
That's
done
super
that with.
cool.
Like,
That's great.
Little Big Planet 2.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Like we wrapped that one. We wrapped the first one. Like something like that. It's something fun but accessible. And I mean like Spelunky as a roguelike, not a light, like for that to capture that kind of attention is great. I mean that really speaks something about that game. So that's definitely on my list.
All right. Well, that's two. You got one more?
Well, like I said, everybody's list has Rogue Legacy. There's
enough.
no doubt about it in my mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Well, my mom's trying to call me.
All right.
I'll call her back.
Fair enough.
give me the phone.
Are you actually going to answer that?
Oh, please don't talk to my mother. Give me that.
Aw.
Ask her if she wants to be on a podcast.
See, most of the games I play are stuff that I can just go in, do something quick, and
Yeah.
leave. Because I got, especially during the summer, I have so much crap on the go. But Rogue Legacy's on there. I I stayed up a couple times until about 3 a.m. before going to work the next day at 6. So those days sucked.
I think we all know what that's like.
Yeah, I like, as for time investment, that's one of the higher ones. Same with Dota. Like, I like what Valve's done with it.
Yeah.
They made a competing title when League of Legends was killing everybody.
Yeah.
Well, they, unlike say Heroes of Newerth or even Smite, I mean, they have the power, the backing, the technical know-how.
Valve.
Yeah, no, there is literally nothing I don't think Valve could not do, for better or worse.
Yeah, I actually don't know on a third.
You're not the.
No, I don't.
You are
play
not
nearly-
the buy everything, play everything.
No,
You are the I find what I like and I play the shit out of it.
Yeah.
It's funny. You're making me realize that as the like indie community person of this group, probably my top 3 are going to be not
A's?
indie games.
Enlighten us. Tell us, please.
I cannot deny the magic of Pikmin 3 from my list. Like, I cannot begin to exclude it in any way. It is 100% like my game of the year so far. The attention to detail that it has given, and the thing about Pikmin for me is that while it is made by Nintendo and it's a big game, it's so underrated and then so original.
Yeah.
So original that I don't even really consider it this I don't even know.
Well,
It's not like
Nintendo games have this weird. They are indie in a very, in almost their own way. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean
the way I judge whether a game is going to be in my top 3 is if it inspires me to make a game like it. Like if a game speaks to me and says like, why didn't you make me? Right?
Yeah.
Like, if only I had come up with Pikmin, I would feel like I've done something with my life.
But I mean, you have a really good point. I mean, that's like, if you want to be accredited to something so amazing like that really speaks a lot about it.
Yeah, exactly. And so that for me is probably my top game. And then I mean, I need to include. Oh God, guys, I'm just coming across as such a casual gamer. I have to include Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Like I have to. Like I don't know.
Another Nintendo game.
Another Nintendo game. And of course this has been the year Nintendo for me though, because I bought,
Your
my
Luigi?
3DS XL, and I actually haven't. I mean, I have multiple 3DSs, and the first 3DS I got, I purchased specifically so I could play Luigi's Mansion 2, and then Luigi's Mansion 2 didn't come out.
No.
For a year, and then it did come out at Christmas time, and I still haven't played it. It's sitting in my bag right now. I haven't even touched it because I've been playing Animal Crossing, so I just haven't even been able to. But Animal Crossing is funny. I think Matt's actually the one that described it like this once. That like it's I said it's like a breathing in really slowly, but then I made the point that it's more like breathing out. You know when you breathe out on a candle without blowing it out? You breathe out, you exhale all the way, and you almost blow it out, but you don't quite blow it out the whole way it's flickering.
Yeah.
But it's super relaxing, and then at the end you can like breathe in again. That's Animal Crossing for me. I come home from work, or I go like I've got stressful shit going on in my life, really stressful stuff, and I come home and I open it up and I'm like, I'm just gonna fucking fish. I'm gonna catch that shark.
It's chibi
So
catharsis.
I'm gonna put it in my pocket. And no, but it's lovely. The music is great, and the character design is really cute, and everything's pretty good. The only thing I don't like about Animal Crossing is the guild trips. Can't do the guild trips.
Well, that's what
I
I hear.
haven't played it. I've got my 3DS. I've got my Legend of Zelda Special Edition.
Yeah, me too. We have the same one.
Excellent. But I haven't played it for the simple fact that everybody who speaks of it on Twitter immediately goes, "Oh my God, this game is awesome! This game is awesome! This game is the only thing I've played for the past 3 weeks."
Yeah.
Oh, longer the game takes over your life, because if you go away for, like, I haven't played in a week, and later I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to go to my town, and they're all going to say, "Hey, I haven't seen you in a week." Actually, 8 days and 3 hours and 47 minutes. Where have you been? And you're like, oh no, I abandoned these people. These people have been relying on me. I can't. Yeah,
So it's essentially crack cocaine.
Well, somewhere in
Yes.
there is going to be a townsfolk who just says, "Please don't leave. We don't exist when you're not here."
Yeah, we're not here, exactly. And at that point, then I just feel so guilty for everything. So So it's a really interesting game. It has a lot of charm, but at the same time, it's really meant to hook you. Like
Yeah, no, it is the cutest skinny machine in the world.
So that's 2.
Take your time. No
And,
pressure.
you know,
I'm not
it's-
filming this or anything.
It's really funny because it's funny because I haven't played it yet, and too many people I know have told me that Gone Home is going to be significant to me for me to choose a third without playing Gone Home. I like. And normally, I'm that person that, like, as soon as you tell me I like something, I'll be like, yeah, whatever, fuck it. I'm not. Now I'm never playing.
Yeah.
But too many people who know me have said, like, and really know me, I'm not going to pressure you, I'm going to put this here. I'm going to leave this game here and walk over there. And if you play it, talk to me about it. And I think that is speaking volumes, and I should really just sit down and do it. And I've got it, but I don't know if this thing will run it, so we'll have to see. I'll hope that it does. So.
All in due time.
I hope for your sake it does. I hope for everybody's sake it does, because I think that game is not nothing. That game is something special. Well, that's all we got there.
I'll play it eventually, but
Yeah. Oh, you've got my.
I know, I get it.
yeah,
The feeling
got
of your
my
tough,
Steam
especially when you've got a
access.
lot going on in your life.
yeah. Well,
No, you know when you've got I've got lots of feelings going on elsewhere in my life, and sometimes you just want to sit down and play Spelunky and feel kind of angry at the game. Like you want to be able to vent at the game and be
Yes.
like, no, you killed me. How dare you kill me?
Yeah.
And then Gone Home comes along and you're like, oh no, I have to feel these. I have to
Yeah.
face this and I have to feel this, and that's
more-
rare that a game does that, and I really am looking forward to.
I've been the exact opposite this week. I've played too many games that have just spiked that pleasure center in my brain too hard for too long. I needed something that just wasn't. That wasn't meant.
Did you like pick up an Oculus Rift in one of those sex games? Is that what you're alluding to? Or is that
Yes.
like okay,
My
good,
God,
I'm
I've been hard for weeks.
Yeah.
But
It's been really awkward living here. Like really.
I don't walk around with pants on. I can't. It's terrible.
glad. Awesome.
And you leave the
I'm
door
in.
unlocked.
I'm moving in. I'll be there in like 12 hours.
We can kick Drader out.
But no, I mean the same way. I've after this, if I've got time, I'm gonna go play Journey for the simple fact that I don't want to be made to feel like I've played something for the sake of making it make me feel good. I don't want to play something because it's going to make me appreciate having played games or having, gone through and accomplished something. I want to play something right now because it should mean something, not because
Yeah.
it's
That's cool. That's good because you can be in that place, and then we can be in this place,
Yeah.
and we can shoot things, and
Yeah.
you can play. You can sail through dunes and sand
All
and
philosophical
and then
murdering everyone on the
Well,
internet.
I've been shooting things for 20 how many years I've been playing games for a really long time, and almost all of them have involved me
Guns.
You're
just
25.
spiking that pleasure center until it hurts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rob a
I need
bank.
to decompress.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna rob a bank.
yeah, I want to go over there.
Fair enough. Okay, if you're doing that,
And then
I
play
can
some
live
Payday,
with
right?
it.
Oh yeah. Dude.
We're just gonna go unlock my gun safe and go hard.
Yeah, right.
Done. I'm in.
I've got enough for everybody. Let's do this.
Leroy Jenkins.
Podcast never happened.
We'll put it up after the fact.
Yeah.
We can just upload it to YouTube to release later.
How are we doing for time? What are we on?
Probably
That's
45
inaccurate.
minutes.
Yeah.
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 But, well, do we want to get on a bit more of a serious note here? Do we want to end this on a look towards the future, or do we want to end it on us being awesome?
Being awesome.
Well, that's a bad way to phrase it then.
Yeah. You can be awesome and philosophical at the same time.
Exactly.
Well,
You ever think about stuff?
my God, stuff.
I
Jesus.
like stuff.
Well, okay. Well,
Oh, I think also, not to cut you off.
No, go hard, go
Continue
hard.
thinking.
I don't have things for.
There will be a few like upcoming in our future. There'll be a few pretty serious casts, only because post PAX you can expect
Well, there's always drama.
an
at
all
PAX.
Maya show of reactionary, like my experience at PAX this year. We'll see how it goes for me, right?
Yeah.
Working a booth and that kind of thing. So
That's going to be an interesting take that I don't think any of us
are in a position to judge or have experience.
No, it's that experience we totally don't
no,
have
but
it,
it'll
so.
be really. I think it'll be really interesting like my feelings maybe next week versus my feelings the week
Now.
after PAX.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, totally.
just brace yourself for that.
I'll make sure I have beer on hand just in case.
I was pretty subdued today, so wait until I'm not subdued, and then.
And just screaming and yelling like those people.
No, I'm very coherent when I'm angry.
Oh.
That's scary. It's like you when you're drunk.
Yeah. No, I don't know. How you don't get angry though.
Oh, yes, I do.
I don't think I've ever seen you mad.
No.
I've
You
known
see-
you for like 6 years.
Okay, here's the thing. You guys don't see me drive much.
That's right.
You see, that's the thing. When I get angry, it's like one of two things. Either I'll be pissed off about a video game, but it's kind of subdued, or I'm behind the wheel, or like on my
your bike.
bike. Yeah. Oh, my favorite is being on the bike because, when you're in a car, you can get angry and you can swear and you can yell and you can say words that you don't typically say ever. But then you get on a bike and everything changes. All of a sudden, you are in that environment. So, like, say that person cuts you off. Well, you just turn around and fuck yeah.
Your testosterone is connected to your balls, which is connected to a bike.
Yeah, exactly.
apparently.
So I've got like 105 horsepower strapped between my legs, and I'm just like, fuck everybody. but you see, that's the thing. So I'm going to tell a quick story here. So I was coming down a road in Saskatoon, and this road branched off two ways. Two were going
why?
left, two were going right. Yeah. And I was going right in the left part. There was a guy in the going left part, in the right part, who happened to be going right but didn't realize anything. So, and at the time I was on my 125, so my little 13 and a half.
You're a little guy, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a little dude,
Yeah, it was like,
Me.
well, they're terrible. But they're awesome, but they're terrible. But anyway, so I'm in the lane, and the guy starts moving up, and he's just moving and going. And so I start laying on the horn. Because, it's like, see me, notice me. And he's still moving, not slowing down, nothing.
Yep.
Nothing. So I start, I get out of the way, I swerve, I do whatever I have to so I don't get hit. And, I'm turn around, and I, turn around full back. I've got my carbon fiber gloves on, just big middle finger, like, just pointed right at them. And I'm typically not a violent person. I'm typically flight.
Oh, God.
I'm typically flight.
Flight, yeah.
it
Well,
comes
when you
to
see
that.
bugs, at least.
Oh, totally. Oh, God. Fuck bugs. But,
Take on, like, a 200-pound dude in a car, but he sees a fucking spider, and he flees.
it's not inaccurate. I got another story on that, too. But, yeah,
Maybe
so...
next time.
Next time. But, yeah, so... I get to the next light, and thankfully for them, and maybe for me, being in this room, for example, that they were at the light behind me, because I could have just taken off my helmet and smashed their car. Like, I was so pissed. Because, there was traffic everywhere, so if they made a wrong decision at all in any point, I would have been totally squished or off the bridge or something terrible. So
jeez.
it was just all sorts of bad. So when it comes to stuff when I'm on the bike, I'm just freaking.
All right, so we have the coherence, we have the psychotic break.
Yeah.
I actually know for a fact that you just get angry. You are the most.
I
Probably
get
most,
frustrated, angry.
Yeah, you're arguably
just
the most
steam.
balanced among us. You just get angry and then you're not angry anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get cold.
Oh, you shut down? You just like
I smile politely.
Well, he plots your murder.
Yeah, I have a nice little hard ball of anger right about here.
where your smokes are,
Actually,
Yeah,
yeah.
right where you keep your smokes. Yeah, it's good.
and that's how you not kill anyone.
I have nothing. Yeah. Anyway, so this has been a great talk about video games. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about them somewhat.
Yeah, at least for 15-20% of this.
I think it's a good intro to all of us, our dynamic as well, and then
Yeah, which is to say, huh?
yeah. Next time there will be much more discussion, I'm sure, about much more serious things too.
Oh, that's fine.
So what you said it's the 18th,
It is the 18th currently. Yes.
and I'm gonna go look.
Yes, let us plan things on air.
I'm gonna
This is
plan
a
things on it.
fantastic
This is
plan.
happening. Oh my God, there's a camera.
You can edit it out on the other stuff.
No, I'm just-
Or just leave it on.
I'm just looking for.
What were you going to talk
stuff.
about? Well,
Yeah, everything's gonna be post. Oh, you're gonna be at PAX when we should be filming the podcast, but we'll.
I'm bringing,
We can do that. We can just call in.
I'm bringing my
We'll just
laptop.
call in.
I'm bringing the
Yep.
webcam. We can totally do that.
Yeah, you
I've
can
got
set
this
up
thing,
there. I
so
can
we can
set
just
up
call in.
your
We'll just sit next to each other and call in.
and do that.
Drink.
Yeah. And drink. That's a
Yeah.
brilliant idea.
Yeah,
There's going to be a lot of
Oh,
that.
it's the long
Are
weekend.
we gonna do a drunk?
It's the long weekend, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, it's
guess.
Labor Day weekend.
Drunk PAX cast.
Yeah,
Sure.
let's do it.
I won't work
Oh
Monday.
dear.
I'll probably be half cut from watching the Ryder game.
Fair enough.
You are that's so boring. Everything you're saying is boring me
You
right
watch
now.
hockey. You watch.
Are you a
Oh.
Canucks fan? I'm
You
so
wanna bring
You
sorry.
want to go? You want
Yeah,
to go?
let's do this.
You might work out, but I'm a lot angrier than you are.
Gonna move this.
Yeah, okay. We have a Sens fan and a Nux fan in the building.
No, we have
Yeah.
two
Two
Sens
Sens fans.
fans.
Oh, you're a Sens
Fuck
fan.
the Canucks. I love
Cool.
Oh snap!
Do you actually give a shit about hockey?
Not nearly as much.
Okay.
Am I still plugged in?
I mean,
If
Yeah,
the playoffs come around, I cheer for Toronto just because I think the city would burn down if they won.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
It'd be awesome. If Toronto wins the Stanley
Okay,
Cup,
okay, that's
can you
enough.
imagine?
Okay.
Sorry,
okay.
sorry.
We're terrible at cutting this off. But without further ado, we can do the plugs. We can end this on a high note, which is to say, Maya, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter, mostly. My Twitter handle is @Lego Butts. Exactly how it sounds. Lego like the bricks, butts like the thing you sit on.
Yeah.
Don't actually
There is
sit on
every
Lego, though.
possibility that if somebody's watching this, they already follow you, because let's
Yeah,
be honest
most
here.
likely.
yeah, there's a good chance.
How about yourself, Thompson?
ADP Thompson.
You might want to put the underscore in there.
No, I don't want to.
Okay.
ADP _Thompson.
Numerical 8, numerical P. Wait, what? No.
Numerical P.
P.
Anyway,
Numerical
What's
8.
in that water?
Vodka, mostly.
Oh, okay, good. You.
Tycho2501. Tycho like the astronomer or the...
You are not helping.
There's the... do you honestly think most of our viewers are not going to be sufficiently large nerds to not know who Tycho Brahe was?
I do.
Okay, how about Tycho, the rampant AI from the Marathon
Nope.
Bungie series of FPSs during the mid-90s?
they were also awesome.
They were also awesome.
They
Or
were also awesome.
the first
They were on
name
Mac,
of the... Never mind. Yeah, we're...
Digressing.
Tycho2501 at Twitter. I do a lot of retweet. I don't retweet. I mostly just respond to people because that's where my humor lies. And you, who exist on Twitter technically.
Kinda. I'm really not that active.
Yeah.
But it's @B_Cattell.
Yeah.
CATTELL.
Yep.
CATT.
If you follow any of us,
yes.
you can follow him because he's there.
The worst that happens is your follower count goes up by 1.
Yeah, I should do that. I don't think I follow you. We'll figure
He
it
doesn't
out.
tweet, so it doesn't matter. You've missed nothing.
You don't follow me either.
Most of the time, I just get tagged in pictures by you guys.
Yeah, that's because.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And with that, folks, you can
And-
find all of our awesome shit at,
ADP.co
for now,
for now, and that's going to be changing to something even better.
hopefully in the near future, because we've got an awesome website being developed, and it's awesome.
I think we plugged it a bunch of times, but yes,
It
it's
seems
coming
Lego
soon.
Butts is now following me.
So yeah, obviously, if you go to our website right now, it looks exactly what it is, which is to say designed by us.
Yay!
Two non-web designers.
But the new one's going to look great.
Because it's
so
designed
go to
by
that one.
professionals.
Yes, go to that one. It's gonna look
Obviously,
really good.
once that comes out, we'll be plugging it to no end.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Maya, for joining us all the way from... you're in Victoria, Vancouver right now.
I'm currently right now in Vancouver, but I
Okay,
live
I can
in
never
Victoria.
remember. Yes. And ourselves, 80
Saskatoon.
from
Yeah.
Saskatoon. It's been fun, folks. We'll catch you later.
See you guys.
This has been Face to Face Gaming 004.
Woo!